Have you guys had any like specific experiences as female entrepreneurs? Because I feel like the riding world is pretty evenly split, male, female, but obviously the tech world is more male dominated. So have you had any like experiences on either side?
Growing up in California and in this riding world where it's pretty even, men versus women competing at all levels. So I think we had a pretty good start to things in that sense. We just never really thought there was anything different, but we definitely, you know, we're two blonde girls pitching a PonyApp. We had one occasion where a guy asked us if we were sure we wanted to set a target for the amount we wanted to raise for our first round of funding, and we were kind of questioned if that wasn't too high, if we weren't shooting a little too high. And because, you know, we would have to deliver on that. And we were kind of like, yeah, we know that.
Yeah. You know, for us, something that's been coming up a lot with clients and consumers is saying, you know, oh, of course, like this makes sense, whether it's a bodysuit or a mid-rise pant, and, you know, oh, because it's actually designed by women. We know what it feels like to want to be comfortable in our own skin and wearing flattering clothing, and people meeting us being like, oh, like they get it. They understand how to dress us and dress ourselves. So that's been very cool to experience. Even if there's sort of gender tension going on the business end, at least it's been great to see on the consumer end, and people who were dressing really love it, and they felt understood.
Like one of the best things about the startups in this horse space is that we are all, as pony freaks, obsessed and religious about the horses and the sport and this lifestyle, and it's really cool to be working on something that's doing well and talk to so many like young girls who just like, oh my gosh, how can I continue that in high school and college, whether it's an internship or a job in the horse world. But it's such a big sport, there's so many people doing in it, there's enough money to fund all these businesses. If you don't want to be a rider, if you don't want to be a trainer, there's other things you can do in this world.
Yeah, and also like the great thing about the sport too is that you can take a break. Like I was on the riding team in college, and most of my friends stopped riding after college, and now most of them are coming back to it like you know, almost 10 years later. So like it's always there, which is
it's really common.
Yeah. Well, thanks again so much for joining us today. We love spending the day with you at the barn and learning more about your lives with PonyApp as equestrians and city women.